from Gotham City, the show that nobody wants to see, but everyone will watch. Yes, it's Christmas with the Joker.
What's going on, fuckers? Yeah, the droids are here. News must be Monday. Is it Monday already? 3 days till the big day when I get to go to the movies and no one will be. And that's bullshit. Everyone's gonna be there. It is Droids News, episode 149. Holy shit! It's 149 episodes in, and I'm still wearing the same pair of pants. Like, what the hell? And with that said, I have some announcements. I can't really think of what my announcements are. Give me a minute here. Oh, we have news. That's the biggest announcement. If you haven't gone to droidscanada.com, you probably should. Go take a look and tell me what you think. I know, everyone's like, it's a new webpage. Jesus fucking Christ. Listen, pal. It's a pretty kick-ass website. Made it myself. Get in there nice and deep. You know what I mean? Anyways, we are doing very well for ourselves, believe it or not. Which people are like, what do you mean? Well, apparently Facebook is now our best friend again, and everyone can see our shit. So I will take it as a win. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but this is still a win. Anywho, moving on. Last week, remember, I actually lost my voice. This week, I hurt my back. So yes, it fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm begging for a bullet. Oh, it must be the Christmas holidays when people are like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose myself. No, seriously, it's because I tell you, you blow out your fucking back, especially in your sciatic nerve, you are begging for that bullet. There's no way you can fix it. You're pretty much like fucked. Not even joking. And other weird news, which is not related to podcast, but I'm gonna bitch anyways. My neighbor across the hall used a paper towel and wrote, "Take your shoes off here. Thanks," and taped it to his door. Most people are like, what the fuck? I honestly don't know. I mean, he's the only person that lives there. And he wrote maybe a note to himself? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, lots of news coming up with the droids, so you better stay tuned for episode 149. Wait, before I go, because I'm ranting. Maybe we'll have a Christmas podcast, maybe we won't, we will see. I will tell you that the kerplunk, Ryan himself, will be down. And there is still Crack Den Wednesday. We're still going on Christmas Eve to get our crack. No judgment here. And with that said, let's get started with the news.
Why do they call you Cockknocker? Actually, there's a funny story behind that. You're gonna love this. True story.
And Gotham comes back on January the 5th. We have been waiting patiently. I may point that out. We have been waiting around. No riots. This isn't the Toronto Maple Leaf game where we throw our shit on the ice and get pit. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong podcast. Anyways, Gotham will be airing on January the 5th. And from my understanding, is Detective Gordon's assignment at Arkham Asylum gets off to a bad start because he's kind of possibly involved in the murder of a guard. It doesn't go too well. And introduces a character called Dr. Leslie Tompkins, which you will recognize her from Homeland. And also Cobblepot continues to try and build his army. I can't wait. I mean, I'm going to go on about this, and I know the Mountain Man agrees with me as well, is how well the actor that plays Cobblepot, how well he does is just absolutely brilliant. So stay tuned, January the 5th, Gotham.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
So two things happened over the last couple of days, I'm sure we can agree. One was the end of the Colbert Report as he prepares to take over Letterman, and also Dr. Evil, which we haven't seen in, has it been a decade? Maybe? Since the Austin Powers movies decided to take over Saturday Night Live and address Korea's recent attacks, well, hacking attempts or whatever you want to call it. Colbert's Report send-off was quite impressive. Dr. Evil, not so much. I think he needs to go back to his old jokes, because that shit was not funny.
It's in essence a sophisticated heat beam which we called a laser.
And one of the things we've been waiting for months, I think even a year. Now, speculation, of course, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Who is going to be Luke Cage and Daredevil? Some people wanted The Rock. Everyone, about 99, well, this is where I would say 90%. And then would say they wanted The Rock. And then 10% wanted Terry Crews. Why not? But my concern about Terry Crews is that he's really established himself in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so he's more of a funny guy now. So I don't think he would have worked there. So they find a character and they cast Mike Coulter. He is known for The Following, which I don't even know what happened to that show. I'd have to ask the Mountain Man about that. He was also in The Good Wife, and he was also in Halo Nightfall. He is going to be playing a good character. He is a big boy too, so this is not like a small ass role. Eventually though, with the addition of Jessica Jones they're basically, the only thing they have left to cast is now Iron Fist. So that's gonna be 4 Netflix shows, and they're just missing one more, which is Iron Fist, that's more to the Kaplan, because he likes Iron Fist. I was never a huge fan. But eventually though, we all know they're gonna team up to become the Defenders, which is gonna be when all the storylines come together, which would be kind of cool. But this is a big thing. Am I annoyed? Not really. It would have been nice to see The Rock, but he's making a lot of movies, so I don't think he'd be able to commit to like a TV show.
Happy birthday to Steph. You're a hoe with big breasts. So take the night off from hooking if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
So let's be honest, we all know this piece of news was coming and everyone didn't want to acknowledge it because they were afraid. And after today's recent tweet, actually not today, my apologies, 2 days ago, Manu Bennett tweeted on his Facebook, on his Twitter, sorry. Jesus, I'm really dropping a ball today. Hold on, here's me. Ball. Well, that wasn't really a ball, it's a metal object. Still, the point is that I dropped it. Okay, let me try again. Anyways, so he tweeted, "Time to make a comeback, kids," and he's kind of dressed up as Deathstroke. We knew it was coming, let's be honest here. Deathstroke was quite a badass character. I never was a fan of Deathstroke until Arrow. There's a lot of things the Arrow of the DC Universe I've kind of been on the fence about, but his character role of Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, bang on. You can't even touch it. So, the episode will be titled The Return, and it also features the return of Tommy Merlin. Spoiler! Wait, he's dead, but is he? Oh yeah! But the last time we saw Slade, he was in prison in Argus. Come on. It's Deathstroke. You all know he's gonna come back. And he was recently cast in it as a Druid Alan in the Shanna TV show that is coming out, which the Mountain Man brought up before. So, prepare yourself, kids. Deathstroke's coming back.
Oh yeah!
Kill surprise, motherfuckers. Kill surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yep, indeed. What a surprise. Wonder Woman is not going to happen, possibly? How does this even happen? How do we go from, we need to make a Wonder Woman movie, oh shit, we didn't get around to writing a script, oh shit, we have no shit. There is no shit about shit going on with this shit. You understand what I'm going with here? This is kind of ridiculous. The article that I recently read notes that they can't say much as they signed a non-disclosure agreement. However, but there's no script, no release date, there's no even official green light from Warner Brothers. But we need to make a Wonder Woman movie. What the fuck? Really? Like, I'm running out of things. I know I'm stretching this at this point, but I'm kind of in awe that over the last year and change, they've been taking shit for making a Wonder Woman, casting the broad to play Wonder Woman, and in the end of the day, it's like, we may not even make the movie. Sorry for pissing you off.
You suck, you jackass.
Peter Jackson recently came out in a review stating that he would never, ever direct a comic book movie. His exact words were, "I don't really like the Hollywood blockbuster bandwagon that exists right now. In the industry and the advent of technology has kind of lost its way. It's become franchise-driven, superhero-driven. I've never read a comic book in my life, so I'm immediately at a disadvantage and I have no interest in that. So now it's time for us to step back. We're heading towards something of that scale." So yes, I'm not going to head off and do a Marvel film, so if I don't do a Marvel film, I don't have any other choice. I got to make another new small New Zealand movie. Yes, it's called The Hobbit. You've made a book into 3 movies, and it could have been 1 book. You made multiple other books, and you're going to be bringing in the other lost books into the movie industry. Step it. No more. Bad.
Oh yes, pizza. The one pizza to rule them all.
Now, I'm not going to go and say that Robert Kirkman is not a smart person, because he is. He made an industry of in my opinion, no pun intended, a dead genre, which is now being brutally raped. I'm going to say it. I have to say it because that's the best way to put it. Okay, there's no other way to put this. Because that's what's happening. Let's be honest with each other here. We're constantly making more and more zombie-related films. World War Z, Warm Bodies, you have Z Nation. Like, you have so many different zombie-related things, which no one ever gave a fuck during the George Romero era, may I just add. Which infinitely bothers me, because Romero's shit was the best. Mostly. He's made some bad stuff, too. I'm not going to say that he's the best, because he's had some flaws. But when you have an equation that works, you do not fuck with that equation. Just because it works doesn't necessarily mean you need to fix it. And what I mean by is that recently he had an interview with CNN. In Walking Dead Korea, Robert Kirkman said the following: "No one is safe, definitely not looking at you, Norman Reedus." First off, and this is where everyone can, there's gonna be that many different shades of gray. He's selling the fucking t-shirts. As much as I'm not, like, I like Daryl Dixon's character, don't hear me wrong. I like Marrow, I like the Governor, I like a lot of characters. Unfortunately, they keep dying, and they keep ending up in my Funko Pop collection. But when you have someone to be, I'm not saying carrying the franchise, but selling the t-shirts for you, kind of pointing out that he's possibly going to die is not going well. I know they seem to enjoy pissing off their fans. They probably shouldn't, because there was a recent huge outcry with Beth being killed at the end of the first half of season 5, which we'll get to it on a different podcast on a different day. But do not fuck with an equation that works, because if he actually does kill Daryl Dixon, I don't know if they're going to retain the fan base. And the reason why I say that is because everyone's come to look at Norman Reedus' character, Daryl Dixon, as a household name. Even though his character in the Boondock Saints 10 times better. We can all agree to that. And all the other things he's been in, like Blade and a lot of some other roles, everyone knows Norman Reedus for a very long time. But it wasn't until The Walking Dead when he went from it didn't seem like he was going to be a huge role, let's be honest here. He wasn't going to be a huge role in The Walking Dead. It wasn't until season 2-ish, that he really came out of his shell as a character. So, is it a good idea to say, oh, look, blah, blah, blah? No. No. Best phrase I've ever heard in my life is never bite the hand that feeds. You know what Robin Kirkman is? This is what I'm going to say.
I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?